Welcome back to the Tree of Life Crochet Along. In this video we'll be doing rows number 29, number 30, and 31. And 31 has two sets of branches that crisscross each other. And here are my instructions. They're the same as before. And if you need more detailed instructions, I would go to part 19, 20, and 21 of the earlier videos. This is part 73 of the Crochet Along. Okay, and if you need to copy those down, I'll give you just a second to do that. You can pause it, take a screenshot. There are a lot more steps to the last couple of rows that we'll be doing. And here is row number 30. Oops, running out of room. 24 steps to row number 30, and then row number 31 has 25 steps. Okay. And up to 25. Alrighty. Alright, for row number 29, we're on the front of our work. We already have our first single crochet in, and we need 5 single crochets. 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets, and now we need to make 2 front post double crochets. So yarn over, in and out through the front around that first post. There's 1, and do it again for the next one. 2 front post double crochets, and now we need 5 single crochets. Go into that first single crochet. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets. Okay, I need to mark it on my paper. 3, and now we need to make 2 front post double crochets right there and there. 1, and that next one is leaning to the right. 2, okay, and now we need to make 2 single crochets and then single crochet on top of the next post stitch. Okay, so there are 2 single crochets right there. We're going to put a single crochet into each of those, 1 and 2, and now into that next stitch we're going to put a single crochet right in the top of that post stitch. Okay, and now we're going to make 2 front post double crochets. The first one is under the single crochet we just made. Yarn over, in and out through the front around that post. Double crochet for 1, and then one more time around this next post. Double crochet, 2 front post double crochets, and now we need to skip 1 single crochet and make 3 single crochets. So we're going to skip that very first one, go into the second one, and make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3. And here we are at the crisscross that we did. Okay, and we're going to make 4 front post double crochets, and we're going to go around the posts that are going like that. They're underneath the posts that are going in the opposite direction. First we're going to pick up these 2 posts, and then we'll do the next post. Okay? Okay, so if you stretch your work, you'll be able to tell which row to go into. Is that top row. Okay, remember they are double crochets now. Okay, so yarn over and up through the front around that first post. We're going to make 4 all together, and the next post, 2 front post double crochet, and the next 2 posts, 3 and 4. Okay, and there we have our 4 front post double crochets, and now we're going to make 3 single crochets and skip 1 single crochet. Okay, go into that very first single crochet, 1, 2, 3 single crochets, and we're going to skip that last one. Okay, I need to mark it on my paper, and now we're going to make 2 front post double crochets around the next 2 posts, yarn over, in and out through the front, double crochet 1, yarn over, in and out through the front, double crochet 2. Okay, and now we're going to single crochet in top of the last post stitch we just made. So follow that one down, that's on your hook. We're going to pull it forward a little bit, and sitting behind it is that stitch, and the top of that stitch is facing that way, so put your hook straight down into that stitch, pick up those 2 loops and put a single crochet in there. Okay, and now we're going to make 2 single crochets, 1 and 2, 1 and 2, and 2 front post double crochets, 1, 2 front post double crochets, and we need to make 5 single crochets. Go into that first single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets. Okay, mark it on my paper, and now we need to make 2 front post double crochets. Okay, in and out through the front. That's 1, and the next one, 2. Okay, and now for the last part of this repeat, we're going to make 5 single crochets. Okay, go into that very first single crochet, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 single crochets, and that is the end of this repeat. Okay, I'm going to check it. I'm going to check my stitch marker, make sure I have the right amount of stitches in, so that's perfect. And I'm going to let you repeat this until you get to the end of your row, and I'm going to finish it to the end of my row, and I will meet you at the end of this row. Alrighty, I'm at the end of row 29. Okay, and it should be looking a little something like that. I'm going to go ahead and chain 1 and turn and put a single crochet in that first stitch. I'm going to turn my Afghan to the back of the work. Whoops, excuse me. And we're going to get started on row number 30, and the first thing we need is to make 4 single crochets, and then we're going to skip the last single crochet. Okay, I already have my first one, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to skip that last one. And now we need to make one back post double crochet around that first post. So yarn over and go around that first post in and out through the back side and make a double crochet. And then we're going to put a single crochet in top of the post stitch that we just made. So follow that down to that V that's facing us. We're going to go in up under that V and put a single crochet in that stitch. Be sure to pick up both loops. Okay, and then we're going to put a single crochet in the top of the next post stitch. That's the very next stitch. Put a single crochet right in there. Okay, and then we're going to make another back post double crochet, this time around the post that's under the last single crochet we just made. So yarn over, stretch out your work, and go under that single crochet we just made around that post. And make a double crochet. Okay, and there we have it, and that's going to make the branches branch out a little more. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and mark it on my paper. Let's see, that's a lot of little steps, and then we're going to skip one single crochet and make 4 single crochets. So skip that very first single crochet and make 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, 4 single crochets. And now we're going to make 2 back post double crochets around those next 2 posts. So yarn over, and we're going to go in and out through the back, double crochet. Here's our first one, and then one more time around that next post, double crochet, and there's our second one. Okay, I need to mark it on my paper here, and now we need to make 3 single crochets and then 2 back post double crochets. Okay, so there are 3 single crochets right there for us to go into. 1, 2, and 3, and the next 2 posts are going to get back post double crochets in and out through the back, double crochet, 1, and the next one, 2. Okay, and now we need to make 2 single crochets and skip the next single crochet, and then we're going to make 2 back post double crochets. Okay, there are 3 single crochets right here. We're going to skip that first one. Did I say that right? Let's see. Yeah, we're not going to skip the first one. We're going to make 2 single crochets and skip the third one. I'm sorry about that. Go into that first single crochet, 1, 2, and then skip that last single crochet, and then we're going to make 2 back post double crochets. So yarn over, in and out through the back, double crochet, and the next one, double crochet. There we have it. And now we're going to put a single crochet in top of the last post stitch that we just made, the one on our hook, that V at the bottom of it. We're going to insert our hook under that V. Be sure to pick up 2 loops and leave 1 and put a single crochet right there. And now we're going to put a single crochet in top of the next post stitch. Okay, and that's the very next stitch. Put a single crochet right into that very next stitch. Okay, and now we need to make 2 back post double crochets. Okay, and the first one is going to go under the single crochet we just made. So yarn over and go in and out through the back around that post. Double crochet, and now for the next post, double crochet. There we go. And now we are going to skip one single and make 2 single crochets. Okay, skip that first one and make 2 single crochets. 1, 2, and now we're going to make 2 back post double crochets around those next 2 posts. Yarn over, in and out through the back. 1, and again for the next post. It's kind of hard to see, but it's easy to feel. Okay, and 2. Okay, and now we need to make 3 single crochets into those 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and then 2 back post double crochets. One and 2. Grab more yarn. Alrighty. And now we need to make 4 single crochets, and we're going to skip the last one, so go into that very first single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4, and we're going to skip that last one, and we're going to make a back post double crochet around that next post stitch. Okay, so yarn over and go in and out through the back around that post, that first one, and now we're going to put a single crochet in top of the one we just made. So follow that post down that's on our hook to that V again, and insert your hook. We're going to put a single crochet into that stitch, pick up 2 loops, put a single crochet, and then into the very next stitch, single crochet. Okay, and now we're going to make 1 back post double crochet around the post under that last single crochet that we just made. Okay, yarn over, stretch out your work so you can find that post under that single crochet that's on your hook. Go in and out through the back around that post. Okay, and double crochet, and then for the last part of this repeat we are going to skip 1 single crochet and make 4 single crochets. Okay, there's that first single crochet. We're going to skip it and go into the second one and make 4 single crochets. 1, 2, 3, and 4 single crochets, and that's the end of this repeat, and I'm going to check it. Okay, and it is in line with the stitch before my stitch marker since we're on the back of the work, and that is the last of this repeat, and I'm going to go ahead and finish the rest of this row, and then I will meet you at the end of this row. Alrighty, I am done with row number 30, and I'm going to chain 1, turn and put a single crochet into that first stitch. Okay, so I know where my last stitch is. And we're going to get started on row number 31, and this is a long one. Okay, the first thing we're going to do is put in 4 single crochets. I already have my first single crochet. I'll need 4 altogether. 2, 3, 4, and now we need 1 front post double crochets. Okay, this one is coming out to the side like that. We're going to yarn over, stretch out your work so you can see it, see how far it's leaning over. Just go up under that and not through the front. Make a double crochet, and then we're going to make 2 single crochets. Okay, right there. Two single crochets, and then we're going to make 1 front post double crochet around the next post. Alrighty, I'm going to mark it on my paper real quick, and then we are going to make 3 single crochets and skip the next single crochet. Go into that first single crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and we're going to skip that last one, and then we're going to make 2 front post double crochets. So yarn over and out through the front, 1 and 2. Okay, I need to mark it on my paper. And now we are going to make a single crochet on top of the last post stitch we just made. So pull it forward and you'll see it right back there. Okay, just stick your hook in there and make a single crochet, and then we're going to make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, 3 single crochets. Okay, there are a lot of steps, so I have to keep up with it. And now I'm going to put a single crochet in top of the next post stitch. Okay, so right there at the top, I'm going to put a single crochet, and then a front post treble. Hold on. Oh, we're going to skip the next 4 stitches and then front post treble around the next 2 post stitches. Okay, so we're going to do a crisscross right here, and we're going to skip this and this post and that single crochet, and we're going to hop on over to these post stitches, and we're going to put a front post treble around this one and then the second one. Okay, so yarn over twice, hold it with your finger, stretch your work out so you can see these 2 posts over here. Okay, and out through the front around the first one, pull up a loop and make a treble crochet, 1, 2, and 3, and then do it one more time, yarn over twice, and go around the second post and make a treble crochet. Okay, and there's one part of the crisscross, and now we're going to go back to the post stitches that we skipped, and we're going to do the one on the very right first and then the one on the left. Okay, with treble crochets, yarn over twice, hop back over to and it's a little lower, it looks a little lower because we put a single crochet on top of it. Go under that single crochet, and there's your little post right there. We're going to go in and out through the front. Don't forget to yarn over twice. We're going to go in and out through the front around that post under that single crochet. Okay, and we're going to make a treble crochet, 1, 2, and 3. Okay, and then we're going to yarn over twice and do the same thing around the very next post right there. Okay, in and out through the front and treble crochet. Okay, so that's our first crisscrossing of the branches. Okay, and let me mark it off. And now we're going to single crochet in top of the far left post stitch that we made. Okay, so it's not the last one on our hook, it's the far left one that we made of the 4 trebles. Okay, we're going to find that one on the very left, pull it forward a little bit, and see that stitch behind it right there? we're going to insert our hook into that stitch and put a single crochet. Okay, and now we're going to make 2 single crochets, and there are 2 single crochets right there for us to work into. 1 and 2. Okay, I'm going to mark it on my paper, and now put a single crochet in top of the next post stitch. So that very next stitch is a post stitch, and we're going to put a single crochet right there in the top of it. Alrighty. And now we're at another crisscross. We're going to skip the next 4 stitches, and we're going to front post treble around the next 2 post stitches. Okay, and then we're going to come back and front post treble around the 2 skipped post stitches. Okay, so this one and this one we're going to skip, and then these 2 single crochets we're going to skip, and we're going to work front post trebles around this one and then this one. Okay, just like we did just a while ago. Yarn over twice, find those 2 around the first one, in and out through the front, treble crochet, okay, and then yarn over twice, go around the very next one, in and out through the front, treble crochet. Alrighty, and there's the first half of our crisscrossing tree branches. And now we're going to come back and do this one and then this one. Okay, the one on the very right first. Yarn over twice. Okay, and that first one is under a single crochet. Okay. In and out through the front, around that post. Pull up a loop and make a treble crochet. Alrighty, that was my first one. Yarn over twice and go into the very next post, around the very next post, front post treble crochet. Alrighty, and there we have our second crossing of the branches. Here's our first one, here's our second one, and we're going to have 2 in each repeat on this row. Okay, and now we need to put a single crochet in the far left post stitch that we made, just like we did a while ago. Okay, so pull that one forward and find that stitch right behind it, and put a single crochet into that stitch. Okay, and then we're going to make 3 single crochets. 1, 2, and 3 single crochets. And now we are going to put a single crochet on top of the next post stitch. So that very next stitch, put a single crochet right in the top. Okay, and we're going to make 2 front post double crochets. Okay, and the first one is around that post under the single we just made. Yarn over, in and out through the front, around that post. 1 and 1 more. 2 front post double crochets. And now we're going to skip 1 single crochet and make 3 single crochets. Skip the first one, go into the second one. 1, 2, and 3 single crochets. And now we're going to make 1 front post double crochet around the next post stitch. Okay, so yarn over, in and out through the front, double crochet, just like that. And we're going to make 2 single crochets there and there. 1 and 2, and 1 front post double crochet around this next post. Okay, and now we're going to make 4 single crochets. Go into that very first single crochet. 1, 2, 3, and 4 single crochets. Okay, and that's the end of this repeat for this row, and this is about how it looks. Okay, looking pretty good. This is a busy row. It's so pretty. And I'm going to let you finish this row, and I'm going to finish this row, and I will see you here in the next video. Okay, I hope that you have written down these directions. I'm going to follow these a couple more times. And if you need more detailed instructions, like I said, go back to the earlier videos. I did the entire row, each row with you. Okay, and I'll see you guys in the next video.